Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve the problem smallest subset with greater sum. So it is a difficult to easy question. So the question is, they give a array ARR containing non-negative integers. So our task is to select the minimum number of elements such that sum of the selected elements is greater than the sum of remaining elements in the array. So that is a problem they give. So now if you see, they also give the expected time and space complexities and log n and big O of 1. So let's discuss the logic to solve this program first. So the given array, the first one is ARR is equals to 2, 17, 7, 3. Now let us take a more difficult one. So we will take the first one only. So 2, 17, 7, 3. So this is the input. So you can see now. So our strategy is going to be greedy. So our logic is, by selecting the largest values only simultaneously, we can get the least possible subarray with the greater sum. So that means selecting all the greater values only continuously will give us the maximum possible sum. So that is a strategy. So to implement that, we will be following a set of operations. So which is, so the first one is sorting the array. So obviously to get the values easily. So after sorting the array becomes 2, 3, 7, 17. So this is the array after sorting. So second step, after sorting we will calculate the total sum of all the values. So now the total sum will be, so let us take the sum is equals to 0 initially, and after iterating we will add all the elements to the sum. So sum will be 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 17. So which equals 5, 12, 12, 12 plus 7, it is 19, 29. So 29 is the total sum of the array. So now we will take another sum which is only the selected sum. Let us take as a sum 2 to calculate the selected sum only, and simultaneously count the number of elements considered in the second sum. So the count will be 0 initially. So initialization is completed. Now for I is equals to n minus 1, so from the largest element to 0. So in the reverse order to get the maximum values. So for I is equals to 0, we get sum 2 is equals to 0 plus the 17 value, and count is equals to 1. So after this calculation we will check if our sum 2 is greater than sum minus sum 2. So if we now check, the sum 2 is 17, we can see if it is greater than the sum remaining the 17. So 2 plus 3 plus 7, for only these values the value is 12. So we can see it is greater. We can just break the loop here only. So after breaking, just return the output as the count value. So very simple logic. So first we will sort the array. we calculate the total sum. We initialize the count of selected values and the selected sum. So we iterate the array in the reverse order from the highest to lowest. We will add the selected sum with the value, increment the count and check the condition. If the condition is true, then break the loop. So the output will be the count value. This is the logic we are going to do. So now let's just implement the same logic here. So the first step is to sort the array, as we know. So after sorting the array, we will find the total sum, which is sum equal to 0. Now for n in array plus equal to n. So after calculating the sum, we will initialize the selected sum, which is sum2 equal to 0, and also count is equals to 0. So now for int I is equals to array dot length minus 1, I greater than 0 equal to 0, I plus plus. So sum2 plus equal to array of I, count plus plus. So if our sum2 is greater than sum minus sum2, then simply break from the loop. At last return the count value. So you can see the sample test case is passed. Now we will execute the hidden test cases. So you can see there is a small error. So sorry, we wrote the I minus minus, we have to write here. So because we are iterating in the reverse order, so we have to go backward, not forward. These are the simple mistakes we make. So we can see it is passed all the test cases. Now we will analyze the time and space how much it is. So for sorting, it is n log n. For these two lines combined, we know the variables take up big O of 1 of space. It is a loop, so big O of n. For variables, big O of 1. For loop, big O of n time. So what is the highest time value, which is n log n. Highest space value is already big O of 1 only. So now if you compare, so they are matching. So this is the best possible solution for this particular program. So kindly go and practice the program. The program link is given in the description. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos.